quest number 63 is Horror from the Deep, which we get to fix a lighthouse. Larissa here is extraordinarily upset that her boyfriend is gone missing, and she wants someone to solve her problems for her. And we need to go and get the key from Gunjorn. So back across the Death Rocks we go. We got here without falling. Hopefully we will get back without falling. Is not particularly bad if you have decent agility. We go to the Barbarian Agility course and find Gunjorn, who is easy to find. And we just ask him for his key, and he gives us to us literally by just mentioning that we know he has a key. So, very trusting individual. And let's go fix the bridge as well while we're here. Fix that one too. There we go, we fixed it. Good enough. What's in here? A lot of blood. But let's not be concerned with the blood right now. So, the bookshelf here has 3 books that you can get from it. The first is just the manual of the lighthouse. It explains what you have to do to fix it. The second is Journal of Jasik, who's the guy we're looking for. Which he kind of explains through that he came here because his uncle disappeared, so he got the job. And has been just kind of hearing weird noises. And then the third book basically describes the items you need to progress further in the quest, as well as lore about the things that are lurking underneath the lighthouse. But let's fix the lighthouse first. Now that it's fixed, I suppose I should probably actually find the missing person. So hopefully there's clues? Maybe? In the basement? Well, we have a suitably spooky cave. This is what was mentioned in the diary, as well as the list of things you need: 1 of each elemental rune, a melee weapon, and a ranged weapon. Then we fill everything up and the door unlocks. I am not going to face this with pants in a dream, so I'm going to go and equip myself briefly, and I will be back. We return properly equipped. We go down here, find Jossix, like, his leg's broken. He somehow got through this door, even though it was locked when we got through it, so I'm not sure what was going on there. And, oh no, there's things coming. I should fight them. Oh no, a singular Dagonoth. Oh, it's dead. Okay. I may have over-prepared. I might have over-prepared for this quest. It's not, again, like, this is the same sort of thing that I was saying with the combat trial and Fremnik trials. It's not nearly as hard in RuneScape 3 as it originally was, due to all of the combat changes that have occurred over the years. But yeah, that's the quest. This is the first time we can't just wander into somebody's bedroom. I like that we say we're members of the Heroes Guild, even though we're literally wearing the Legends cape. Apparently, heroes are good enough. This is quest number 63, the Throne of Miscellanea, where we start out by talking to King Vargas here, who is considerably larger and hairier than your average Fremnik, but we basically barge into his throne room and ask for something to do. And we immediately volunteer to take over his kingdom for him. So he gives us two things we have to do. Number one is we have to broker a peace between this tiny little country and the tiny little country that's on the other side of this tiny little island. Which seems like a slightly challenging prospect, but I believe in ourselves to be able to do this. The second task is we need to woo and marry either Prince Brand or Princess Astrid. Why, yes, I would like to earn the hand of Princess Astrid. There we go, and we have done one of the two tasks. That only took, like 5 minutes of chatting in her room. Now let's solve the other problem. Alright, so we basically have to convince old Fluffnuts over there to recognize this half of the itty bitty island as a separate country to that half of the itty bitty island. Instead of just, not, just get married or something. I don't know. Look, to be fair, I'm not even going to use the quest reward for this. I'm not ever going to have enough GP spare to be able to keep this running. Like, literally never. So we go back and talk to Vargas. He says he'll accept it as long as they change their anthem to something that is not insulting. So we go back to Sigrid and tell her what Vargas said, in which she responds that, well, if we write a new one that she likes, she'll accept that. Alright. So we go back, report the terms, says sure, but there's no bard anywhere nearby. Well, we do know there's a bard somewhere nearby. It's Prince Brand. Is he a good bard? Supposedly Olaf in the mainland is a good bard, and, well, we saw last time what impressed him. He's not a very good bard. I don't know, maybe Grim can help. There we go. We now have a good anthem. Gonna wave it past Brand's face as we go back out the castle and return to Sigrid with the new anthem. And because Grim is single-handedly carrying this tiny island nation on his back, she likes it. We report back to the king, and he is also very happy to sign, but his big Yeti hands are too big to actually hold a pen. So we have to go and figure out a solution. The solution is to commission a giant pen from the nearby city and bring him some. And then giant pen. The king goes and signs the treaty, and everything is good because we're gonna get married. We've made peace. Oh, the population doesn't like us. We have to get people to like us. Want to know how we're gonna do that? We're gonna rake We're gonna rake the yard. Okay, we're not gonna rake the yard. So, we're just going to engage in a little bit of deforestation until they like us. This took so long! Bunny! Bunny, 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 bunny. 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 48%. Okay. Almost. $51%. What I need. Population. Yeah, half. Half of them like me. That's better than most rulers. No. Not enough. No. So many. Quest was done 15 minutes ago. I just have to get stupid favor. Alright, it's like 4% for 5. Okay, yeah, this is... Okay. Oh, this is much better. Okay, that should be good enough. Better be good enough. Alright, Fergus. Do they like me? Hooray! Okay. Quest done. Hurrah! We have a wife. We have an offshore banking account that we will never use. We have a kingdom that we will never use. Cool. Next up is Monkey Madness. We start off talking to King Narnode here, who is basically going to draw us back into this nonsense. But it's a good time. Many shenanigans. But starting out, we need to go and investigate Shipyard, where Glow was making shit. Yellow Karnak here and his scruffy beard apparently doesn't know that Glow has been forced to resign, and we're doing something entirely different. Apparently the Royal Guard disappeared. But having delivered the message to our extraordinarily suspicious friend, who has not encountered gnomish special forces who are supposed to have here to mission Shipyard, we get to go back. We then report that Karnak doesn't know anything and suggests that they got blown off before, and we get to go talk to Darrow, who is the guy who replaced Glow. Of course, we're to find a gnomish intelligence liaison, probably at the... Effectively, the king went and volunteered us that we are now working for him and going on an adventure to find the missing gnome. He blindfolds us and takes us to a hangar to meet Wadar, who, unfortunately, in RS3 does not have nearly as impressive of a chin, which is a shame. He does, however, have a fantastic mustache and goatee. So, effectively, what's going on is the main ordinary gliders aren't good enough, so they're special gliders. But the special gliders have been locked down, and only Glow knows how to unlock them. So, we can either go and give them 200k, or we can go and solve the puzzle. Which the terminal's somewhere. Oh, there it is. So yeah, we get this nonsense. And there we go. Gliders unlocked and ready to fly. Let us go. And here we are, Crash Island, which we encounter Lumbo here, who is part of the 10th squad. We prove our identity. He is still a grump. But basically, they went to go and decommission the shipyard, got blown off course, crashed here, made a couple of boats out of, I guess, the trees. And then everyone except for Lumdo went to the atoll that is across the way, and they haven't come back. So now we get to go and find them. Fun! Meanwhile, shenanigans are afoot. And now we are engaging in monkey shenanigans. Welcome to Ape Atoll! Which, in RS3, this is actually not nearly as bad as the original version of this version in Oldschool. Mostly because all of the random little spiders and scorpions and snakes and everything else is not aggressive to you anymore. It's nice. It's so wonderful. You know what, however, is aggressive to you? That's right, the monkeys. Also, I don't know why I didn't turn Protect from Ranged on there. I moused over it. I just didn't. I'm just dumb. But now I'm poisoned. And in a cage. Upside, I found the 10th squad. Or at least most of them. So yeah. We get to pick the lock to our cell. And run really fast. After the guards move out of the way. As Aburbaba and Tafari here are a little bit too thick to run past. And will kick us so hard we fly into the next time zone. But if we are a little bit clever, we can just do that. And whoopoo! We find Karam, who is wearing a ghillie suit and hiding in the grass. And basically provides no useful information. Next up, we find Parkour, who is the captain of the squad. And basically reveals that he knew that we were being sent here to investigate their disappearance the entire time, which implies that this is a giant setup for some reason. Also, we're being ambushed. And we get knocked out and sent back to prison. We get back to where we were, and we're revealed that, yeah, we were kind of sent here on purpose because they needed a human. But their plan basically involves us being turned into a monkey. But before we go down through the tunnels to Zooknock, we gotta pick up some stuff so we don't have to go down there and then come all the way back here and then go down there again and then come all the way back here. So we gotta find the stuff we're looking for. Alright, magical monkey talking dentures. We're gonna need that. And then we go down the hole. And then we have to find the other thing. I think it's over here. There we go. Monkey amulet mold. I want that as well. So now we can go and see Zooknock. Alright, we've made it to the tunnels that Zooknock's been making. Maybe. So, time to run this. We've made it to Zooknock, who basically will explain everything that we have to do for this quest. So yeah, he basically is going to turn us into a monkey. And that the penny drops and we were specifically asked for. Which, it just makes you feel special. That you're valued not because you're a skilled adventurer, but because you happen to be a human that the king knows. So, the first thing is the monkey speak talisman, which basically needs gold and monkey things. Which is the stuff that we grabbed in the random storage house earlier. So, we go back to Zooknock, we hand him all the stuff, and then he goes and gives us an enchanted bar and tells us to go and cast it at a magical fire that's a religious significance to the monkeys. I don't... Look, it's in the temple. But that means we have to leave and then come all the way back. So we make our way into the temple and then down this random trapdoor in the corner, and now we're down here with all of the zombie monkeys. So we can go and smelt the enchanted bar on the fire, and we get ourselves a monkey amulet. Unstrung. And now we have a monkey amulet. So we make our way over to this banana farm, I guess. I don't know. We're going to borrow a toy from a baby monkey and then make it cry. First, we have to wait for the monkey's aunt to go away. Go away. Shoo. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo. There we go. Alright. So we gotta talk to the baby monkey until it starts actually not seeing us as a stranger. So we basically say that we're a monkey's uncle, which is, if you don't know, it's an expression of surprise, but it was first used by creationists to decry Darwin's work. But the monkey's gonna get a toy in exchange for picking 20 bananas. So we just go and pick the bananas for the monkey and just hand a random number of bananas. Because, I mean, it's a baby monkey. He can't count. It's 0, 1, or many. But the monkey's aunt just kind of walks in a circle, so we have to run away like every minute and wait for her to leave again so we can go and talk to the kid to get the toy to become monkey. Okay, there we go. Yes. It's actually like 5 minutes. But we gotta go and hide for a cycle and then... Yes. Yes. Give me the toy. Okay, we have the toy. And now we're just gonna leave. And we're borrowing it. We're gonna give it back. We're gonna give one of them back. We're not gonna give that one back. because we need it. So we make our way all the way back to Zoopnock, hand over the toy as well as some monkey bones that we happened to save from years ago. And he does a thing. But meanwhile, conspiracy! Waydar is up to no good. Also Karanak, but we knew he was kind of shady. And we leave and then return back to Apatoll. It's so very nice to be able to walk in here without being immediately shot a dozen times. We report back to Garkor with our newfound monkeyness. So we get to go and talk to the king. But we basically make up a dummy offer to the allies speaking for an entire, I guess, subcontinent. I'm not actually sure what Kamamjo is supposed to be. But basically we have to go and get a captive monkey and bring it back here. So we make our way to their Ardoin Zoo, where we are inexplicably able to turn into a monkey here for reasons. But we pretend to be a monkey who got out. And now that we are within the monkey area, we can befriend a local monkey to help it escape and totally not just kidnap. But now we have a monkey. So we stop being a monkey and just kind of pretend that we woke up drunk in a monkey cage. And we're allowed to leave. So we get to walk all the way back to Apatoll. So we return back to Oboji with our liberated monkey prisoner. And he considers our offer for an alliance. But later, that's okay. While we were faffing about with monkeys, Garkor obtained useful information from beneath Apatoll. The conspiracy is wider than we thought, and it may turn deadly. Woo. So now we're at the very end. Final battle. So basically we're being deputized because they're just going to teleport everyone who's wearing that little sigil, so that we get to be involved in the trap as well. But we get to go and get ready for a fight. So the fun little thing about this fight is you sort of see the bridges off to the side. Normally you would run there, but if you just don't move and you use mage, the demon never melees you, and you just stay still and kill it. This works in old school as well, by the way. It's always worked like this. If you never take a step, the demon won't ever melee you. So you just protect from mage, and it doesn't do anything. See, you just win. And report back to King Narnode and indicate that everything is over, finished, being vague, but basically reports that everyone's okay, it's fine, the problem's resolved, and we've been deputized, so we're part of the 10th squad. So he gives us some cash. Huzzah! We also get training. We go and do jazzercise with Darrow for 8 hours. And get a lot of XP for it. And that's Monkey Madness completed.